Morning, students. This is class ninth, chapter number 1 of employability skill IT and SQF, that is fundamentals of computer. Few of the modules we have already done in the previous sessions. Now we are going to start with the next session, that is the parts of the computer. You know the parts of the computer, basically input, output and processor. First we will start with the input devices. They are basically your mouse, keyboard, microphone. Mouse, keyboard, microphone are basically your like mouse is having a left button, a right button. Okay, double click to open any item, or for the selections you are having the single click. Then keyboard is like a typewriter to enter the text, and microphone, it is basically used to talk to the people to different parts of the world. And you can also record your sound or your speech and let the computer convert it into the text. Then comes your scanner. It is basically a photocopy type of machine which transfers your hard copy or the photographs into your soft copies. Then comes your web camera. Web camera is used to send the live pictures and the videos online, and like just like the video conferencing, you can use it with the desktops. Then comes your stylus. It is basically a pointing device which is similar to pen. It is used for doing the selection, and it is basically for the touch sensitive surfaces. Okay, for selecting, like just like a pointing device like a mouse, but for the touch sensitive screens. Then trackball, it is a pointing device. It is alternative to the mouse, and it is also used for the selection. Then comes your output devices. Output devices are basically like monitor, printer, speaker. They are used to give the output. Monitor display on the screen, printer gives the hard copy, and speaker for the music. Now the main important part comes over here is basically your CPU. Now you can see the processor part. The processor part is basically your central processing unit. Central processing unit, see your computer, basically it is depending upon a cycle which is known as I, P and O. Okay, I we have studied, that is your input. O is for the output, and P is basically your processing, that is your input, process, output. Now what is basically then the processor is basically the central processing unit, your CPU. It consists of the various parts. Okay, first here we are going to study about the main part, that is a memory unit. It consists of two main primary memories, that is your RAM and ROM. Your RAM is the memory when you have on the computer, and that time the memory that is active, that is called RAM, that is random access memory. The memory is active until unless the screen is on. The moment screen is off, okay, the memory is erased, therefore it is known as the volatile memory. Okay, there's no permanent storage over here. ROM is read only memory. It is non volatile memory. It consists of the commands which are used to use for working of the various instructions or devices, like when you on the CPU, your operating system, it loads from the hard disk to your screen. It is basically with the help of ROM only. Flash and ROM is your non-volatile memory. The amount of information stored in it is permanent. Then flash memory is basically a kind of non-volatile memory also, and it is also permanent memory just like ROM, but the only difference is in ROM you cannot erase the data or change the data or modify the data, whereas in flash memory you can easily do it. Next comes motherboard. Motherboard is the main circuit board. You can see a green color board with having so many circuits or wires and components attached to it. CPU is also attached to it. So that is basically the motherboard. That is the main board inside that CPU box. It is also known as system board. Expansion cards, like the video card, network interface card or the sound card, they are basically attached to the motherboard to add extra features, display features like video display features, audio capability features, improving the performance of the computer or enhancing it. You can have the motherboard, sorry, expansion cards. Then comes your storage devices. The various storage devices are like your hard disk, your floppy disk, your CD-ROM, your DVD-ROM. Okay, these are basically what hard disk is, the main storage device. It stores the data into terabytes, up to terabytes. CD-ROM, it is used now. It is not that popular, but it is used. It is used for storing small amount of data. Same work is with the DVD-ROM also, but it can store to the more capacity. Then comes your ports and connections. Now, ports and connections, what basically they are, at the back of the CPU you can see there are various type of connections there. Those are basically the ports and connections. We are going to study one by one. First is your USB, universal serial bus. Okay, now universal serial bus, you all are aware, we are going to attach the mouse and the keyboard with them. Okay, your pen drive is also attached with it, or other devices which are having the USB port functionality, they are attached with the USB. Then comes your firewire port, that is for the digital camera. Network port, like the ethernet port, especially that is used to attach the modem with the system. Then comes parallel and serial port for the scanner and printer. They are basically, we will see these all in the diagrams. Then comes your display adapter. Basically what adapter it is going to do, it generate the video signals received from the computer, send it to the monitor through a cable. Okay, then power cable, your power cable is a 3-pin plug at the top, black color at the back of the CPU for the power. Then next is session number 3, computer fundamentals. We'll study here about the softwares. Software, two types we are having: system software, application software. System software is basically which is used to manage the system, like the operating system. That is the most important system software. Then comes your application software, which are designed to do a particular task. Okay, like your Microsoft Word, spreadsheet, Excel, that is PowerPoint, SS. Fine. So these are basically your type of software. Softwares are what? They are basically instructions which are which direct the computer to do some kind of task. Then here we will come again with the input, process, output. This is your input, this is your output, and this is your processor. Here we will see the various kind of we will focus on this point over here. That is basically this CPU. CPU and its part, you can see it is having the control unit, you can see it's having ALU, MU, and secondary storage devices. The flow of the data is in this direction, flow of the instruction. Control unit, it is used to control all the devices, hardware devices, and the instructions, and the flow of instructions, and the working of the devices. ALU is for managing the calculations. Memory unit I have discussed earlier, RAM, ROM, and secondary storage devices like pen drive, DVD, and your CD. Then comes your now we will see what are the purposes of the various input output devices. That is your mic, scanner, camera, barcode reader, printer, and speaker. Mic is basically used to take input. Scanner is take accept the data as in the digital form and display as a soft copy. Camera, it is used to accept image and videos. Barcode reader, that you see at your shopping malls when you are at the billing counter, they use the barcode reader that throws a light on the barcode to read the price and any offer. Then comes printer to print, and speaker is for listening the music. Then comes this important thing which is known as BIOS, basic input output system. BIOS is basically the main thing when the operating system is basically loaded from the hard disk to your screen. That input output function is basically your BIOS function. Okay, so now how we will study how the data memory units are linked with each other, that is bits and bytes. Bit is basically binary digit 0 and 1, you know, the machine language, and the smallest unit also. 8 bits together it makes 1 byte, and further there are kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, and terabyte. Fine. Your hard disk nowadays they are coming up to your terabytes. Now next, this is the thing that I was saying that we are going to discuss this one, that the ports of the CPU, you can see this is the fan which is basically used for the as a cooling agent. Then comes this is power supply one. that is your 3 pin plug, which is power supply cable. These are PS by 2 ports. Earlier in the CPUs they are basically PS by 2 port. They are used for the keyboard and mouse connection. Okay, they were pin plug type of ports and not the USB kind. Then comes your serial ports, these two, that is your serial and parallel port. They are basically for scanner and printer. Then again comes your USB port. USB port is, oh, you all know nowadays mouse, keyboard and your pen drives. Then comes your this one RJ45 NIC. What are they? They are basically RJ connectors. They are used to connect the network interface cards. Okay, the various type of cards that we have discussed earlier, sound card and all these, they are used to connect this one. Then comes this one. This is your modem, used for connection to the modem if you are having modem connection, ethernet type. And these are audio jacks for microphones or speakers. These are basically now your ports and cables. Now what ports and cables are, they are divided into three parts. The cables that we are going to study over here, they are like ports and cables. First, this one, this is called USB port. You can see the shape also over here, and these shapes also, they are known as USB ports, universal serial bus ports. Okay, and they are basically at the back of the CPU that we have just seen for attaching the mouse, keyboard, pen drive, these kind of devices. We are going to use this port. Then next comes your firewire port and cables. This one for your firewire, that is your scanner or your any kind like your scanner, printer type, digital camera. Sorry, the digital camera also you can use for it. Then comes your this one. This I was talking about. This was basically your RJ45 ports and cables. That is basically an Ethernet cable which is used for connection with the Ethernet modem if you are having for the internet connection. Okay, RJ45 NIC network interface card I have just discussed it. It is a basically 8 pin standard card. Okay, 8 pin plug, and it is used for connecting modem, router, any projector if you are want to connect. So these kind of ports, these kind of cables are used basically for connecting these devices. So here we have done, we just revise it all what we have done. We have done the various type of parts. We have studied input, process, output parts of the CPU. We have done ALU, CU, MU, memory unit we have seen, control unit, secondary storage devices, memory units we have seen. Then we have seen the parts of the CPU, various ports of the CPU, that is your connectors and your cables, and the various type of cables that we are able to connect with them. Okay, so in the next topic, the chapter is still not over. We are still left with topics like memory is softwares and all software. Rather, I have given the introduction also, the softwares, the various type of softwares like application softwares I have given, like word processing, Excel, PowerPoint, Access. They are used for any specific purpose, and graphic designing parts are like Corel Draw, Paint. So these, here the chapter is over, and we are going to cover the rest later on. Thank you so much.